Good morning. Mm. Which one is it? Let's see. All right, is it working now? Let's see. Is the deal here? Okay, you can hear me now, right? I don't know what's going on. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Wow. I'll have to fix my headset. I can't hear you guys yet. Let's see here.
I can hear you guys.
I can hear you now.
I can hear every kid. Can you hear me, Ken?
Yeah. I'm good now.
Like Ken just muted me. That's messed up.
Yeah, it was because I was hooking up a different headset this morning. Look at that open though, man. That thing flew. It opened up, instantly shot up
It was
there.
already at the bottom.
Yeah.
It was literally right at the bottom of yesterday's.
Yeah, I was, you know what? I was really thinking we go sweep the low. That was surprising to sweep the high first, but maybe now we sweep the high, then we go sweep the low. So maybe we're
What
looking
was the
for
low?
maybe we're looking for
684.40, 680.25, 684.
the low right now, yeah, 684.
It was so close. It was at like it was at 688. 688 is as close as we got. Okay. Anyway,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Grand Rising.
Yeah, we can't see your screen.
Let's see here.
He just got here. He was
Herkel
having some
Durkel.
mic issues. Yeah, he was trying to ignore us for a little bit. I can't hear you. Yeah.
I think we're gonna go sleep the low. How we gonna go up there and hit the high and not sleep
I'm
the
just saying
low?
how we could get that low to sleep in the low and not sleep it.
Exactly.
Like it got like 4 points away. And, I don't want to go down there after all.
Yeah, let's just see. I'm watching how it reacts right here at this high. Like if we can kind of hold this high here or not. If it starts breaking up higher, then I'll reevaluate. But if it starts holding here, I'm gonna start looking for a sell right away. Tuesday. It's kind of a weird week. No, I cannot wait for these holidays to get over with. Yeah, see, we're building up a lot of volume and we're not going anywhere. So obviously that means that somebody's sitting here. Something's going on, right? I mean, we should be bursting out of here doing something. Just keeps wicking back up
CBD
to
is
there.
shooting up. That's 4 candles in a
Right.
row that it says
Right.
but it stopped going up after the first candle.
That's absorption right there. What you're let me put it. Let me clarify. That could be absorption, right? You're seeing buyers hitting. You could see it in the CVD, but price fails to continue going up. So
Anywhere, yeah.
you've got buyers creating the pressure, and you've got passive traders that are absorbing it. All the selling pressure right there. These are those mornings we end up right back at open. Right back down at 693. So
So what are you selling?
I'm selling. Just to give it a second here. 724. Yeah, I'm gonna take a swing at it. I'll take a swing at it. It's a $200 risk if you got in up right up there.
Right when you swung, huh?
Yeah, I wish I would have waited about 3 seconds later. I could have got a way higher price on it. But if it goes higher than that, then it's all right. I'll say something similar to, this is why I don't trade in the first 15 minutes.
Something like that.
Now I'm already coming in with some profit, so I'm content right now. I took a little trade earlier. I'll show you in a minute. Kind of like a slower trade around 9. So I'm already in profit. So this is a free trade for me. Did you see that message that I shared about CME?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys, in case you don't know, CME increased their margin requirements by 32%. That is a pretty big change. I normally look at it every if things are going on, I'll look at it, once a week. If things are not really going on, I'll look at it like every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks or so. So I don't think I've looked at it in the last 2 weeks. I looked at it and there it drops right there. We're gonna go right back to opening price. That's what I want to see. That's where I've got my TP.
It went right past it. Matter of fact, I think it swept that. No, did it get the low? Off $1.50 away from the low, boss.
Yeah. I know. It'll go.
It's
I'm pretty.
85.50.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna go down there.
Well, I'm done already. I took 2 trades. I'm up 260.
Yeah, I
I
actually
bought it
closed.
open. I sold when you told me to, or when you said sell. So I'm already done. I'm on a PA. I just started my PA today, and I'm trying to stick to the 2 trades.
Man, you never saw no red numbers. You just,
Nah,
if you entered when I said to enter, then you saw nothing but green.
nah. I took 2 trades. I took the open when it shot up. Got that for 130, and then I just got that one for 130. So basically
Yep.
up and down, same trade.
Yeah, I'm out too. It went
So
right.
so
It
I would
went
like
right
to
there.
ask you, so what would we consider that? That would be price action trades?
That was order flow. I would
That
say
was order
order.
flow
I
trades.
mean, it's price action order flow. What you just did was you just observed a liquidity sweep. You waited and you observed and you watched how price reacted to the level, and then you entered. Now, I will say that we did enter. We front runned that trade. That was on the risk scale. If
Because the risk was so low.
yes,
Same
the
thing I
risk
did at
was
the bottom.
low.
I front ran it because the risk was so low at the open. Like that candle was what? That opening candle was only, man, I entered that. God, I got all these lights and stuff on. So I entered at 692.25 and my stop loss was at 687.5.
It's open.
Is that a one-man Titan win on gold?
Yeah, I see them over here. They're cranking them out.
Hey, what's the difference, Kenneth, between the the new sale and the old sale from Apex? They seem to be the same. Yeah,
It's
and
still the
anyone
same
else?
sell. He just reposted it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I saw that. I saw that he reposted it too. They was really trying to close out this year strong.
So it's 64 for the activation. It comes out to like $72.
Yeah. Mm. It's so funny. What the course that I'm working on? I was working on it this morning, Cedric, before trading, and so I one of the lessons that I was working on is lesson 15, and the title of the lesson is participation and liquidity pressure at inflection zones, and so um that comes right after. So that's the one that I'm working on now, I'm on right now. But the one right before that was the title of it. Hold on, let me scroll back up to it. Is lesson 14, acceptance versus rejection. And so, that was it is perfectly talking about when we are trading zones like this, like when we've got a prior day high, prior day low, an inflection zone, right? So a place, a key place, and a place of interest, right? Is price going to accept into that zone, or will it be rejected? And that's, I mean, literally what we were just doing right there. So what is in the course that I just got done working on is exactly how the market opened up this morning.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. You already knew it was going to happen, huh? Look at you.
apparently.
So would this be a sweep of the low?
Let me go look.
I don't see your CVD anywhere.
Let's see here. I'm gonna look right now. Let's take a peek-see here. Let's
There it
look.
is.
All right. So I can see a bunch of liquidity down here, down at the 670 area,
Okay.
round level. I mean, it's a roundish level, right? We are breaking the
What's down
low.
there? What's that? What's the low? What was that real low one down there?
This is just
Yeah, that's the
625. So
good
yeah,
lord. Long ways.
what we're doing here.
We're working.
This is what I call grinding lower, and this
Ooh.
this is exploratory type of price action. It's exploring to find traders right now, right? And
So what's
so
down there?
I
Is that what
don't
you're
really
saying?
want, yeah, I don't really want to be part of that. You know what I mean? I'd rather
I
have
don't want to go on explorations.
yeah. So now, what will typically happen is at some point you'll see it'll find volume and it'll press hard into it, right? And so something like that, like a real hard press into it, with that change of hands, that can be interesting. So you'll see that in volume and delta. So you need to see higher volume. I like 50% more delta. So we'll see it. We'll watch and wait. One thing for
While
sure
it's
though.
exploring, let's do roll call. Morning, everybody.
Yeah. Good morning.
Try
Good
Sheldon.
morning.
Good
Mark.
morning.
Good
Oh
morning. Good
God.
morning.
Good
Yeah.
Good
morning,
morning.
everyone.
I like King's
I'm
daughter. That's
out of
awesome
town
name.
now, so I'm happy.
Nice.
Oh
Nice.
Wow. Look at that.
my gosh, NQ.
I know 300 over 600 orders just hit the market right there for some reason. Something just happened. Something must just happen that I don't know about yet. Right? I mean, how else we just did a quick little push like that. Look at all the buys.
Did all that work to push it down there, and then boom, the buyers just came in and said, "Nah, wasted all y'all time." It took them how long? Let's see, like 15 minutes to get down there, and it all got ate up in a minute,
Yeah.
less than a minute. It almost entered it almost had a Titan happen too. It almost entered that Titan. I'd been messed up. You were waiting for that.
Well, look at
Great stuff.
what it looks like. Look at my screen. See, and this is how you know that this is algorithmic. Look at the order flow inside of there. That move up. Look at what happened leading up to it. Right there was. It's trying to move on me, but you can see. Man, I
Because it's
can't.
still moving up. You
Yeah.
can't get it to stop.
Yeah, but you see how it's like all spread out, like ting, 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 all the same. Almost not every one of them, but a lot of them are all the same size right there. See, that's not normal order flow. They're getting spit out like a machine gun. You see that? Ting, 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 like
Yeah.
that. Getting shot
Somebody's
out.
computer's doing that. The big guys are
Exactly.
doing that.
Exactly. And it probably looks the same in this move up right here. Let's go look at it. A little bit, yeah. They're just kind of shooting it out. I was watching it this morning too, and I was seeing that's what made me buy earlier was I just kept seeing these 20 lot positions just hitting over and over and over again, just quickly 20, 20, 20, 20, 20 over and over again. So I said, you know what, if they're buying, I'll buy too. All right. So we're moving into some new territory quickly. Let's go see what's happening here. Yeah, that's what that was, Cedric. It went down, but it didn't do see they didn't give it to us easy, that's for sure. How they pushed down
That sweep.
and then they made the sweep all in one candle instead of two candles where you've got the one candle that makes the flush that makes the new low and then the next candle that cannot go lower. They did it all in one candle, that one
Yeah.
candle.
Yeah,
And
you would
there
have
would
to
have
try and
been
get on that pullback handle
there would have been almost no way to actually get in unless like you were just
unless you
honestly
went for that
lucky.
that next candle. Yeah,
There was
but
nothing
that
there.
was nothing to let you know to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Even on the CVD, like you just didn't have time.
Yeah. Maybe if
All
you're
right,
working
though.
small
Like I
time
said, I
frames.
made my full-time job today.
Very good. Oh,
Matter of fact, I
bro,
got overtime.
dude, there was a clue. I just didn't see it. Look, if I would have looked over here, I would have saw the biggest clue, and we would have just played that move. We'd have been buying right now. I just failed to look at this. Look, this is the overnight session right here. This orange, see this orange? That's the entire
Edge box.
yeah, that's the entire overnight session. This is the afternoon session. So look, here's the low of the afternoon session. That's why I have this chart setting right here. There's the low of the afternoon session. Here's the overnight session right here. So there's like a zone right there. And look, here was open, right? So at open, we were testing
The top of the zone.
right, and then look, so we tried to break below it, went back, tried again, went back, and then we went down here, hit this round level right here. This is a 680 or whatever, and then it turned around. So I guess these are 10 points apart. So I mean, we could have been we could take 10 points. We could trade 10 pointers.
Yeah, we trade 10 pointers.
But I wasn't looking at it, so I didn't see it.
So we're back at the high now, huh?
Yeah, so now we are back at the high, and we're now if we go sweep the high of that, we'll definitely be interested in taking a peek at it. But here we are at these highs too, so Keep an eye
What's the
on it.
high?
I feel like I just had these marked up yesterday.
25,755 is the high.
Yep. 752.25.
752.25. Okay. That one's done. I already finished that. That line. It's probably partial.
And we are at everything volume right here. We've got the POC, 50% level for the day, daily VWAP, weekly VWAP, value area high and low. And we're at 70, we're at around level 700 or 750. It's just so much going on right here. And yesterday's VWAP closing price.
Sorry.
That was a pretty nice 30 minutes. Really nice.
All right, guys. I done made mine for today. I am off of this thing here. Whew.
Good job.
Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about.
Sounds like
Good
you made
job.
some
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. So, I told you I started at 25.
Yeah.
So I'm 26.13. So I'm stopping.
Oh, nice. Yeah, 26.13.
Yes. So
26.
there's no need for me to even.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you did it. You came, you showed up, and you
Yes.
conquered.
Yes. And now I'm gonna get off of this and put it on paper trade just in case I want to play. So I won't
Right.
mess it up. So I won't mess up.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you, guys.
good job with the discipline.
Yes, I had to stick to it. I was like, this is 26 got to be better than this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not, I'm not even taking my chance and my knowledge, just sticking to it. And I turned around and had to, like you did yesterday, for paper, trading view, I had to do a subscription again. So I did it,
Oh,
but
okay.
no problem. Yeah.
Oh, it was what you thought it was, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Makes sense.
yeah. So, but all right, guys, y'all have a great one. I got to
All
deal with
right.
these wounds again. All right.
Yeah. Good
All
job.
right. All right. Well,
Yeah, I got one of those Galaxy watches for Christmas. My girlfriend got it for me.
Nice.
And now I'm all healthy. Now I'm staying extra healthy. I've ever since I got this little watch, it checks all your goals. Make sure that you do your steps every day. It's a good little reminder, because it's right there. So it's like, hey,
It's up there, boss. It just went to the high. Sorry.
let's see it.
It touched it.
It broke the high. All right,
It touched
right.
the butt.
It touched the butt. All right. I like that too. Right off 750. We got divergence in Delta. We got divergence on NASDAQ. We got buyers buying on M&Q, which makes more sense because that's a lot more retail trading that, so they would be buying at the highest price. So we'll watch it and wait for it. If you're a buyer, then you're buying. If you're looking for it to turn around, you're waiting. That's all there is to it. Titan
Probably
will
10 o'clock.
Yeah, Titan will do its thing, getting you into trades. You can always go down to smaller time frames. I'm
Wow.
gonna say that carefully. I'm gonna go down. You can go down to smaller time frames because you see, look at this Titan that just set up. Bam, bam, bam. When prices are moving fast like that, you're gonna see those winning.
Just hit one of those. I bought out the 5-minute zone. MNQ.
Nice.
Thinking about what you were talking about again about the job thing yesterday, and I was sitting down. I guess I was meditating, and the thought crossed my mind, like, why am I so determined to prove I can trade?
hmm
Like,
you
let's
said
let's go ahead.
you said it about the job. Do you mean how I talked about making the trading strategy like a
Yeah,
job?
come
Right.
in, do your 3 trades, get off the clock. Why would you do overtime? You know,
hmm
the job is literally, if I told your job was between 8 and 9 o'clock, you need to take 3 trades. You need to take the trades that come up on the screen. If they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. But you're only allowed to take 3. If you haven't gotten your 3 by 9 o'clock, that's your shift.
Yeah.
Like why? But my mind keeps saying to I know what I'm doing.
Right. Right.
I want to prove that I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
And I believe that that's why I get so stuck on when I lose. Like, do I really know what I'm doing? Let me take another trade to prove I do.
Right. Well,
The job doesn't give a shit whether or not I know if I can trade or not. The job is to take 3 trades.
yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Like, that's the
You'll
job.
get it. You'll get it too. I just won a trade
I've
right
been
now.
feeling better about it
I just
this time right now. Like,
by the way, I just traded this. I front run this twice as it's
just
pushing
turn
up here.
around
And yeah, and so
two
I actually
minutes.
had my stop right above the high and it came up to it, but it didn't touch it. And then it came back down and I closed it for a $60 loss, which I didn't actually need to do. I closed it for a $60
No,
loss. And then the candle freaking closed, never went higher, and then it started to come back down, and then I entered it again, and I took it for a little profit right there. So, but yeah, I'm glad that you're thinking about that, and it's the truth. But dude, it's just the psychology part of it, and
the psychology behind it, like
yeah,
that. That's why I was thinking about it. Like I said, it came to me while I was sitting there meditating, thinking like, man, like why am I so hard up to prove that I can trade?
hmm
I want to I want to be more hard up to prove that I can follow the system.
right, right, yeah,
Because like right now, like okay, so I'm in a live account and I'm telling myself like, bro, I swear to God, if I look up and there's a 10 lot up there, like what are you doing? What are you doing with
right,
a 10 micro? When the whole point of trading micros is to stay away from that 10, that
exactly,
one.
exactly. Look, by
So
the way, real quick.
why do I look up, oh, you're in a 10? And guess what? It's going the wrong way. And here goes all the money you made doing 2s and 3s, dummy.
Yep, you get rid of it all in one
Because I
day.
want to
Look,
get that big win. And I'm like, this, like, none of this is making sense because here I am. I've been doing this with you for a year and I haven't gotten a payout. And the reason isn't you.
yeah, I know based on my own experience that these have a high probability of working out. Now I might go a little heavier, but I'll tell you what I really like to do besides just going heavy on um on the first position. What I really like doing is just always starting with one and then looking for ways to add. You could always start with one and look for ways to add. If it gives you the opportunity to enter, right, and if it makes sense, if it literally makes sense to go, and add to the position, you've already volume test back into the old zone with rejection, then I'll add my position. So what you would actually be looking for is for price to break the structure and then retest into the old zone on like low volume, and then when you see it rejecting, then you go and you add your other position. So that way you've went in, you decreased your risk or you minimized your risk. You saw the seller step in. What you thought was going to happen did in fact happen. And then you waited for buyers to try to reclaim, but they failed. And then you said, you know what? I see those buyers just got smacked down. I'm going to go ahead and add that other part of my position, right? And so that way you're also adding it at a higher price instead of just adding it down low like this. You're actually adding it up here You started out lower risk, everything about it, just make it make sense. You always want to make everything make the most sense. Like you want to put yourself, this is a game of odds. So you want to, the name of the game, the trick is to always put yourself in favorable odds, and make it where you have the best odds. Every single time you click that button, have I done some things to put the odds in my favor? If you have, good.
And I have a question.
What up?
I'll admit this to everybody. Most of my life, I've been hanging on by my fingertips financially. Now I'm at a point where I've saved up enough money. I'm ready to go into mentorship and go, because this is all I want to do for a living. I'm going to listen to everything you tell me, do exactly what you tell me. I mean, I've already been doing the Forex and I was successful with that paper trading, but I get this nasty pit in my stomach that just wants to prevent me from moving forward to get the mentor, because what if, all that bullshit. Is there anybody else deal with this crap? And what do you do?
Yep.
How do you deal with it?
Yep. What ifs, man?
It's this is what I call it, is just do it. Right? Like Nike. My girlfriend has to remind me of this all the time.
Yeah.
So if you got an idea and you want to try it, you just got to do it. You know what I mean? Just, you'll never know.
Only way you'll know if
until
it's
you
gonna
just
fail.
Yeah,
You
you
never
just
know.
push forward, be optimistic, be excited, go into it with excitement and optimism. I know, like you said, you've tried this with Forex and things like that. Maybe you didn't have a good experience. Leave that at the door. Come in ready to move forward. And that's the best thing that you could do. If you're willing to follow a plan, then I know you'll be successful. There's no question about it.
None.
No, I'm absolutely going. Everything you tell me, we talk about, I'm going to do.
Yeah, that's what I like to
How long
hear.
have you been around here, Scott?
And I learn so much from these webinars every day that I join, which has helped too. So,
You gotta say, how long have you been following?
oh God, 4 months.
Oh yeah, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
I know.
Just do
Just
it.
do it.
Yeah, Nike this smoke. Just do it.
All right. I think that's all I needed to hear. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
I'm not gonna lie. I followed him about the same. I wasn't part of the group. I wasn't even in here doing none of this stuff. I was just watching him and watching him post and watching the way he talked about stuff. And I probably watched him for about 3-4 months. And I was like, man, I gotta try this because
the way he explains everything is just so clear.
it's
Makes
so
sense.
different. It's so different than any other person I've had.
Yeah,
Like I said,
visited
everybody else
some
tells you
other
what they're
people.
doing. Ken tells you why he's doing it.
Yes, I love that.
Not me over here blushing.
You better not. Oh, don't blush, because this is all truth, man.
Take the compliment.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Receive.
It's legit. Like I said, I watched him, and like I said, everybody else was like, "Oh, well, we put these EMAs up here, and when this EMA does this, when it crosses, this is what we're gonna enter." Ken's telling me why it's gonna cross, why we're entering when it crosses. And that just was such an eye-opening thing to have somebody doing, because most of you guys just want you to continue following him. I mean, Ken wants us to continue with him, but he's really teaching us what he's doing.
I don't know anybody, because I visited some other ones. I don't know anybody else that will sit there for free and do webinars and give us all this information to help us trade during this time of the morning. It's great. Can't thank you enough, Ken.
You're welcome. And I'll tell you, I don't think a lot of people are actually, I'm making money. The thing is, I'm going to be here regardless. So the fact that we can all just make money, we can all do this together, and you see what we've created. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'm sure that the feeling is mutual, but I look forward to this every morning, knowing that I'm going to get together with the guys and the girls, and we're gonna give it our best shot, and we are able to talk about the good days, because we're gonna have good days, we're gonna love those, we're gonna celebrate those together. We're gonna have bad days, and at those days, sometimes you need somebody that has been through some bad days to just say, "Hey, it's gonna be okay," and those are some of the biggest days where you'll where you get kind of humbled by the market, and those are the days to really reflect and highlight, hey, this is why we have a plan. This is the ugly side of trading, and it's way easier to go through that with people than alone. And especially, a lot of us don't have people to talk about trading with. We really don't. Not people that will
Not in your
actually.
regular life. Hell no.
You
They
might
don't want to listen to
get
this.
you might get like 5 to 10 minutes out of it, you know, and then they're like, okay,
And they
anyways.
only listen for about 2. They're just still sitting there.
Yeah, their
Yeah, and then
eyes.
you got to
Nobody
deal
want to
with
listen to me.
their doubt. Oh, that's not going to work. That's gambling.
Mhm.
You'll never make money with that. You
Their
know,
eyes.
that bullshit.
Their eyes start crossing 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
Look at that
Thank you very
perfect.
much, everyone.
You're welcome. Look at this perfect flush right here, Cedric. See, man, you know the famous saying, "I wish I would have stayed in." I literally got out. Like,
Hey,
I went in.
I
I
was
got
gonna
out.
say it after you finished. I was like, "That's the one you got out of, huh?" When you
Yes.
were like, it went up and touched, and then it came back, and I was like, "Let me get out." And I lost 60, and then I got in, I lost and won a little bit. Look at that thing just kept going.
Dude, I thought I was so smart because look, I entered the trade. I entered the trade on this candle as it was pushing down, and so I said, but it was like super low risk. Here, I'll just pull it up. It was super low risk. Look at this. This is sad. This is sad. Hold on.
It's sad that you were in it and you're not. That's what's sad.
It's almost
Yeah.
embarrassing to show. Look at all my activity up here. So look, I sold it all the way up here. I mean, you couldn't have gotten lower risk. See, I was expecting,
Nope.
right? And look at the delta bar too. So you see, if you would have been watching that, it would have made a lot more sense because see, in this candle, delta maximum was all the way up here. It was huge buying pressure, but in that same candle, it started to push down. So you can see on this bar gives you an idea of what this
Look at that
delta.
flip.
You see how at one point it was up here, but it ended down here, right?
And then the
So
next candle.
yeah, so the delta maximum was 359. It closed with a positive delta of 117. It was very bullish at one time, and a lot of the buyers left, and I could see the sellers step in. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I put my stop right one tick above 775, and you could see price came right up to that. So I said, and then
That's
it
when you
started-
close first.
Well, then it started to pull back, and I said, you know what? It went higher than the other candle. The right thing to do would be to close the trade because I should have already been out at this price right here. So I freaking closed it and lost $60. And then this candle closed. I looked at this, the seller slammed it, and you see where I entered right as these sellers came in. And this was just a TP. I literally just had my stop up above here and my TP equal to 1-to-1. So that's
Man. And then it won the 25 on you. Look at that.
Dude, look, so if I would have held it, I would have gotten in here, and I mean, yeah, look at that, $1,700 trade, but it was a $70
Is that
risk.
the 10 o'clock candle?
Don't even tell me that's the 10 o'clock. Bro, it did happen right at 10 o'clock. This is the 10 o'clock candle. Yeah, and don't tell me that was also us breaking right above. Man, I just really fumbled it all today. I know it is.
That's 2 Herkle Durkles this morning, huh? 2 of them.
Yep, look, we shut up. It was this area that we were talking about earlier. I said, man, if it breaks the high right here from that overnight session, and then it was this area when it broke the low of the overnight session. Two of the absolute best trading opportunities this morning, and
2 A pluses, and look at how far they went.
yeah, and we traded them, but we just didn't trade them to their fullest potential because
We didn't trade them to their potential, but I got some of that. I got some of that. That's all that mattered.
Well,
I saw it. I saw it correctly.
Once I roll out this new course for you guys, I'm really hoping that it's going to get a lot of eyeballs on a lot more things because these are all these zones. Everything that I look for in the morning See, but I'm only one person. Look at all these charts. You see me flipping through these. I'm checking 20 different things at one time. Now, if instead we could have 20 people checking one thing, we could be like, hey, we're hitting this. Hey, we're hitting that. Hey, absorption here. Hey, we got da da da. And that's what I'm really excited about with this order flow, because order flow is not a signal. It's more context and confirmation. So I really think that when we all get trained up on this order flow, and I have you guys looking at it the same way I look at it, we should all be looking through the same lens, and we should be able to call out opportunities, just like how, when prices are reaching the highs and the lows, you guys are getting pretty good. See, before, nobody would be calling out a high or a low. And if they were calling out a high or a low, it was because y'all were looking for breakout trades. When I started live trading with everybody, it blew my mind. Man, you see, y'all were trading completely different than I was. Like every single breakout, you were buying and you were selling. Now everyone's really calm and observing when price reaches these areas. I see a huge difference. So I can only imagine what's about to happen with this course. When you realize that like there's specific key areas that we trade, like looking at this chart, there's nothing to do here. There's nothing to do here. There's nothing to do here. There's specific areas that we're going to trade, and that's it. Only those areas. So everything else is just waiting and bullshitting until price gets there, and we could take some little stabs at things in the middle, like for fun if we wanted to, I guess you could say, but like little Titan trades, things like that. All right, we got 10 minutes until initial balance is closed, and then that'll give us something else to look at. So we'll have our highs and our lows. Price should be reactive to those areas.
Gotta run. Thanks, Ken.
Yep, see you later, man. Yeah, we won that little trade yesterday too. This is a perfect example of broken structure. It's a slower trade. It was a slower trade, but it was a nice little way to start the afternoon. We talked about it right here when I was actually, I think we were over here in this area when we were talking about it, but I was pointing at that this broke the structure. This right here, this little bitty clue. There's a little clue right here that said, "Hey, I can go higher. Just give me the time and watch me." And if it failed to go lower, which it did fail to go lower, it never went lower than this, but it showed us it could go higher right there. Remember, I drew that while these candles were developing, and I had mentioned that wait until after the market resets. We had something, I can't remember what it was, that I was thinking that might make price go down. I can't remember what I said. If price come down into here, tap this, and then it can go on up. And this was the drawn example right here. I don't know how far, I don't know where it is now, but I'll go look at it. But yeah, so it dipped right down to entry, barely any heat at all. and then it was out of there. And it was at least a 1 to 2 at this point. So, and that's what we had it marked up as. I was telling you, normally it's like guaranteed that when this pattern sets up, it's going to hit TP1 just because the nature of the price action. It's a very, very good chance of hitting a TP1, but a lot of times these will go to 1.2 or 1.2.5, which will put it, up at like a, 1-to-1 extension or 1-to-1.5 extension if you're using Fibonacci. Let me go look at it.
We just had a Titan 1 minute that won.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so real slow. I hear you, Matt. I'll go look at that in a second. Real slow, but it did produce. It ended up going up to about a 1 to 3. We were looking at like let's just say 1 to 2. Boom. That was I think this was one of those weekly level lows. And this is why we were looking at this level in the first place, but and good morning, Matt.
Yeah, I'm a little bit late.
It's all right. We weren't talking about you or anything.
I got a fresh start. Past the eval, 25K.
Oh,
Kind of
nice.
YOLO'd it on gold.
Oh, yeah.
Literally trading 4 contracts on gold on a 25K account.
Oh, man. What's the limit?
4.
Oh, yeah.
And like gold is like way more, like it costs more than NQ.
Right. So how fast did you pass it with the 4?
Actually, I took a few trades last night and then I went to bed. In total about an hour.
Oh, wow.
And so I just got another one that I'm gonna, slow and steady.
Mm-hmm.
Are
And
you
then
doing it on PC or
I
or
caught a trade off that lower day, Ken.
Did you see that? You got it?
PC?
Yeah. It went back, retested the low, and it came back inside
You mean over here, like,
on NQ.
about 20 minutes ago? Or just now?
It was the lower day, so that's my bad. But
Oh, okay.
once it went down and made a new lower day.
Yeah, yeah. I see
But
it, man. This thing's moving.
yeah, I got in on ES.
Switched on over, huh?
Well, I just wanted to see if NQ made a lower day or if ES did, but NQ didn't,
I
but
see.
ES did.
I
So I just went with the weaker pair.
look. I got the flush indicator on it right here, and it called that same trade. Is that the one that you took right there?
Yeah,
Haha,
that's
perfect.
it.
And exactly like this, huh?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
is
nice
that
little. It was a nice little pop, just like that.
Yep.
Same setup on ES.
Yeah.
the reversal indicator?
Yeah. This is the reversal indicator that identifies the
What's up,
flush
Clyde? Where the
symbol.
heck you been?
Good
Catching
morning.
trades without us. What's up with that? No, I'm
I
playing.
I popped out and got me one. I'm up about 100 and some bucks
That's the
at
one me and Ken
25.
missed. Is that the one he's talking about, Ken?
Yeah.
The low?
Yeah. He did. That's the one he's talking about.
If he would have been here, no, I'm playing.
Uh, another Titan win right here on gold. So we lost 1 and we've won 2 right here in this area, but we had some other ones. What's my schedule look like? Mm.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will be exiting the room. You guys have an amazing day. God bless everybody. Are we trading tomorrow on New Year's Eve?
Yeah, I'll be here for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, then guess what? So will I.
See you later.
See you there.
It's a trap.
I just opened Facebook. See, this is why I don't look at Facebook. I open Facebook. It says, "Woman dead after falling asleep on motorcycle. Man arrested in Florida." It says a woman was killed after she fell asleep and fell off a motorcycle while traveling on an interstate. Mm-mm-mm. No helmet.
You gonna fall asleep on the back of a motorcycle and beyond me.
She had to be drunk
Yeah.
or something.
You gotta hang on just to stay back there.
I did dump my girlfriend off the back of a bike one time, but I was doing a wheelie and she wasn't expecting it, and so luckily we were like on a on ramp for the freeway, so like we weren't actually on the freeway yet. We were at the light, and so I just went to pop the wheelie and she just went floop. All I felt was just like her go away, and then I was like, wait a minute here, and so I stopped. She didn't actually even get all the way off. She was kind of like stuck on the tire. It sounds so bad when I'm talking about it, but yeah, she was kind of stuck on the tire, so she didn't actually fall all the way off. All right, I just won this trade on gold. This is my last trade. I was sitting here thinking, man, watch me my very last trade. I lose, and then I have to sit here for another 2 hours to get back. But I'm good. I'm green. I'm at 624.
Where was your I just got back. Where was your gold trade? You bought at the bottom or something?
No. I just traded this Titan right here.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Oh,
just
okay. I see.
took a sell on it. So I hit my actual goal today. I didn't go over it. So no $1,000 day for me. A little slower. I
You had
only
a
took a few.
killer day the other day. What was it, like 28 or something?
Yeah, but that was a combination of the night before. That was yesterday, and that was the night before. That's why I took a picture of that section instead of my
Oh,
daily,
okay.
because that section there, that included the profits from the night before and the profits from yesterday morning. So yeah, yesterday over $2,000, but that was my profits from yesterday morning's trading session plus the night before. I caught a really nice trade. I made $1,400 on gold yesterday. Not last night, but the night before that. Caught a banger trade on gold.
And how often do you take withdrawals? Like twice a week, or how does it? What do you normally do?
I normally do it like one time per
twice a month. Twice a month.
Normally it's one time per month, if I even withdraw it in 1 month. There's been some times where I didn't do it for 2 months. So
And you never have any pushback on any kind of technicality or any kind of. Okay,
I haven't
cool.
had the only issue that I had, which has happened to me twice. Well, it happened to me one time where I requested the payout and it was denied, and it was because of I was over 30%. I had made too much money on one day, and so but I was barely over it, so that I was able to fix that. And then the
They go
next,
by the day or the one trade?
it's by the day.
Oh, okay.
It's by the day, the total day. So now that's for the profit side. That's for the profit side. On the loss side, you're not allowed to lose um a certain amount. Oh, I don't know. I'm not very familiar with the exact
Yeah, but
amounts because
once you
I would
clear
never.
your buffer,
Yeah,
once
and
you
I would
clear
never.
it does none of that matters, right?
Exactly. That's what I keep trying to tell people. See, a long time ago, I made all these rules so that I never had to worry about the rules, and that's why they're pushing the limit on Apex rules and they're getting smacked around by Apex and getting violations. It's because they're riding the line of the rules. I'm never anywhere close to those rules. So like, I don't know if y'all seen the Apex email that just went out last night or not, last night or this morning, but Apex sent out a big email. I don't know if they sent it to everyone or just people that promote Apex, but maybe it was just Apex affiliates. And they were basically saying, hey, get ready to see a lot of negative stuff because Apex just changed something in their system where now these violations, when somebody, here, let me just pull the email up. Hold on. Okay. So, okay, here it goes right here. So metrics like hedging, maximum account exposure, scaling, and related rule considerations to be identified and addressed. Okay, so the very next day. So see, what has always happened in the past is people hedge, they scale incorrectly, they do all these things incorrectly, and then they generate their payouts. They do all these things and they're able to do it for 8 days and they think, hey, look at what I ran up, I got the bag. And then they say request payout, they try to request a payout and they're denied because of, and they get a list of reasons. Well, now with Apex's system, if you violate one of those issues, you're going to know the next business day. So obviously there's about to be a lot of new emails going out that say, nope, that's breaking the rule. Nope, that's breaking the rule. That's breaking the rule. That's breaking the rule. It's what people asked for. They wanted to be notified prior to working and spending the time to, get a payout. But now, if you're doing something wrong, you're going to find out right away. And so the next business day.
If you like, let's say you breach one of those rules, not the drawdown rule, but something else. It doesn't kill your account. It just you have to trade more to overcome that, right?
Yeah. So if you wait, say that again.
So, like, I know if you broke a drawdown rule, then you blow your PA account. But let's say let's say you got a 25K account and it's only a $1,500 is the thing, and let's say you're up 10,000 profit. Well, let's say you lost 3,000 on one trade. That doesn't blow the account, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct,
so
yeah.
but now because you lost a large amount in one day, normally you would have to trade more to overcome that and get back, quote, in the good books. But because you had a large buffer, that doesn't matter anymore. That doesn't apply, right?
Yeah, so because it would depend on how much you lost, because see how it rolls with Apex. So at first it's 30% of the trailing drawdown. You're not allowed to lose more than X amount on one single trade, right? And that's why you're building your buffer, your safe while you're building towards your safety threshold. Once you pass the safety threshold, it becomes 30% of the total profit in the account. And then I can't remember what it is. I can't remember if it's based on payouts or if it's based on you doubling the safety threshold. I cannot remember what the requirement is, but then it gets raised up to 50% of the total profit on your account. So it does kind of scale. Now, let's say if you were to lose 50% of your profit in that one trade, right? You were to lose, which I doubt is gonna happen. I mean, imagine you had $20,000 buffer profit, and you're not gonna lose 10,000 in one trade. But let's say if you did that and that happened, then you're not gonna lose the account, but you will not be eligible for a payout within that 8-day period. So what happens is they say you're not eligible for the payout because of that loss right there.
And you just start the 8 days over from the day of the loss, right?
You start, yeah, it restarts. And so that's why what a lot of people say, which this doesn't, when you take it for what it is, a lot of people say, if you broke the rules, don't request the payout, because that automatically starts an 8-day window when I don't know what they're trying to get around, but I guess if you didn't request it, let me think, if you didn't request it and then you just kept trading, I don't know how that would affect it, but the easiest solution, don't do that. Yeah. And then I think some of, like, a lot of those things, what Apex says is that it's case by case,
Clyde, your mic is hot.
Okay.
Man, this is really good. I don't know if you heard or not, Matt, but I got a Galaxy Watch for Christmas.
Okay, cool.
Never had anything like that before, and so I've been wearing it 24/7. I've been sleeping in it, all that kind of stuff, and I walk around a lot. So, like, as I'm talking to you guys, I'm barely ever in my seat. The only time I'm actually sitting down is normally when I am, like, actually, if you see my mouse moving around, I'm at my computer. If my mouse isn't moving, it's very likely I'm not even at my computer. So, for example, I've already walked 3,000 steps this morning.
Wow.
And now I have not left my house. Okay, so I haven't left my house, and trying to see how. So I've already walked 1.3 miles inside of my own house this morning.
Wow.
Yeah, I would never know that though, because normally my phone is the only thing that tracks my steps. I put my phone on my, like, right now my computer, my phone is just sitting on my computer desk. I don't need it because I'm trading, so it's just sitting there. And yeah, I think this little watch is about to really up my fitness levels.
I think you can
That
monitor your
watch.
sleep and all that too, right?
Yeah, it's crazy what it's doing.
That watch does more than you know. Like, here, most people don't do this. Just go ahead and look up your watch on YouTube and watch like an hour video of all the things that you have no idea it can do. Same with your phone too.
Mm-hmm.
It takes patience, so people are like, it tells the time. I can answer the phone. I'm like, that thing's more powerful than the space shuttle.
This is seriously, this thing is kind of next level. Like, my girlfriend has, I've been buying her Apple Watches for years. Every Apple Watch that ever comes out had, and she tracks her steps, and I know that she can use that thing to find her phone whenever she can't find her phone. you know, and different things. So I know there's some things that you can use it for. But yeah, I bought mine. I don't care about the time. I don't care about that at all. I wanted it specifically for the health benefits and like, you know, the stuff like that. Like I'm interested in that. So I purposely went in and I set mine up to, you know, like I set everything up, and then my little display screen is all health related, so it shows all my stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna do exactly what you said. That's what I told my girlfriend. I was like, I need to sit down and just watch a video on on the watch, because I know there's some stuff that I don't know about that's going on in there.
My daughter had an Apple Watch, and I showed her. I'm like, you know what that button's for? She hit it, and she can see what her phone sees. So now she sets it in her daughter's bedroom with her phone, and then she watches it on her watch. I was like, dude, that's been there the whole time. It's not even a
Oh
new
yeah.
watch.
Yeah, that's cool. I could do that on this one. I didn't think about using it as a spy cam, but that makes sense.
But you know what else is nice about it is it's waterproof, and
Yeah.
when you're doing your like laps in the pool and water exercise and
Mhm.
stuff like that, it keeps track of your breathing and your heart rate and all that while you're like underwater, which is
Right.
not easy to do.
Yeah. I
And
wonder if
another really cool feature, it can track roadblock payments.